The Caribbean School of Dancing Limited is giving us our own version of a Christmas tradition. The Coconutcracker is coming to a theatre near you, and you do not want to miss it. So this morning we are talking to Bridgette Wilson, the principal of the Caribbean School of Dancing, as well as advanced student of Caribbean School of Dancing and a Metamorphosis member as well, Ysabel Kelly-Clarke. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
I'm very excited about this conversation, primarily because I didn't even realize that the school has been around since Jesus was a baby. We are looking at 68 years, culminating in what is a grand production involving the entire student body. Bridgette, how are you going?
Yeah. Hi. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. I'm very happy. I've been having an emotional week of rehearsal, but it's been a good emotional week so far.
I can imagine. This particular production is going to take us across 2 days with the entire school from as young as 3.5 all the way to adulthood. So I imagine the planning and preparation has been immense. Talk to me about when this started, whether it be from concept to actual rehearsals. How long ago did this start?
So, because we have fantasy and dance every 3 years, we would have known in advance that this would be the next show year.
Okay.
In terms of the actual planning of it, parents would have received emails from as early as January 2024 to plan their vacation period, because we start rehearsals in July 2025 for a November 2025 show. So I'm very organized in that capacity.
I was just about to say, I have never heard somebody being that organized in these sorts of things. That's incredulous. And I imagine that would speak to why you have been a member for so long, perhaps. Yes. The experience itself then is something that you anticipate, because you would have known, as you said, in advance that every 3 years this production is coming. What was your thought when you heard, okay, this one's happening and you're going to be a part of it? Well,
so I already knew we would have to put in a lot of hard work since we started in July, and we've just been working towards this point. But I knew that it would all be worth it in the end, because the shows are always just that magnificent,
Oh. More emotional times. And part of the magnificence is not just in terms of the production itself, but a number of partners coming together to make this happen. Yeah. And this year has some particularly special ones. So walk us through what it shaped like thanks to those partners, Bridgette.
So the idea to do this Coconutcracker started in December last year. And at first I didn't know which direction I wanted to go with it. I didn't know if I wanted to just redo a Coconutcracker, right, or if I wanted to make it more local. And so there was this aha moment when I said, no, we absolutely have to do this on pan. There's no way we can bring this. We have to do it to live music, and the live music has to be pan. So we've partnered with the UE Art Steel under the direction of Mr. Jessel Murray, he's been a delight in getting the music together. So we have live music with ballet, and I think that's something we haven't seen in a long time. We also have costuming by the Lost Tribe. I'm a member of the Lost Tribe, and I do their annual carnival presentations. So it's great that they can come on board to support the school in this way. We have, what is a treat for me, is Jaiso Mokos. We have blended our Moko Jambi culture with our dance culture within the school. And as you see on screen there, we have young Zaid Ali, who plays our Coconutcracker Prince. He's the youngest member in the Coconutcracker cast. He's only 6 years old, but he's been doing a phenomenal job.
6 years old, 6 feet tall. Yes, he's high up there.
He's taller than us for sure when he goes up there.
That's super spectacular. So in terms of the collaborations, then you also have partnering entities, I imagine, because a lot of that with over, 300, 200, how many cast members?
130 cast members.
I mean, still in the hundreds.
It's plenty.
You must have corporate sponsors and partners that have helped to do this as well, yes?
Yes. So our presenting sponsor, Westby Supermarket, they've been extremely gracious to us. We really want to thank them. We also have partnered with Massey Foundation, North 11, 10 Caribbean Media, First Citizens Bank, Porsche Limited, yes, fancy cars all over.
I mean, like rolling
and Methanex and Cruising, as well as we've had a lot of parents give additional sponsorship. And I really want to tell the parents thank you for that, because it goes a long way when the school is supporting itself in that way, when the parents understand the value of what the school is doing for their children and giving back to the school to help other children who may be in need, or to just help us get the production off to where it needs to be.
Now, production aside, Ysabel, the actual involvement in the school is clearly something that helps you in many ways. Yeah. Tell me what it means to be a part of this, so much so that you're also part of Metamorphosis.
Yes, I am part of Metamorphosis and Caribbean School of Dancing. So it's a lot to balance, knowing that we have the big school show and we also have a show next year for Metamorphosis. But we put Metamorphosis a little aside for now so that we could focus on the show, and it's really been good to focus just on the Coconutcracker right now so I could give it my all and, you know, just be the best I can be for the show.
Now, that is definitely going to happen. So I assume there are going to be parts that you might be looking forward to more than others. I know you don't want to give it all away, but what is one thing that, you are looking forward to delivering on stage first and foremost? And then perhaps you could tell me about something that the patrons might be in total awe of.
So for me personally, I'm just looking forward to performing in front of the big audience, you know, knowing all my family and friends would be there, and just performing on the day and giving it my all after all the hard work. You know, I would feel it in that moment, but for other people, I think they would really enjoy the local elements of the show, because everyone in the world, you know, loves the Nutcracker, but knowing that it's hitting so close to home for this show, I think they would enjoy that.
Full disclosure, I've never seen the Nutcracker. We were talking about that before. So I have no context. This is going to be my introduction. Bridgette, what do you hope that patrons take away, whether they've seen the Nutcracker or this is their introduction?
So to just give a little oomph of what the Nutcracker is. Okay. So the Nutcracker tells the story of a young girl, Clara, at her home at Christmas time.
I'm like a girl?
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, yes. The Nutcracker is very insignificant, really, in the story. It always amazes me that it's called the Nutcracker and not like Clara. But anyway, so Clara is gifted a Nutcracker doll by her uncle Drosselmeyer. Mm-hmm. And that doll, without giving the whole story because we'll be here for a while, that doll comes to life to protect Clara. Uncle Drosselmeyer is a magic man. So he comes to life, the doll comes to life to protect Clara from the Mouse King and the rats that are trying to steal this doll. And then the Nutcracker Prince takes Clara through the walls of the snowflakes to take her to the land of the sweets where the sugar plum fairy lives. That's the original version.
So I imagine your remix will have a sugar cake princess. We'll get some. I don't know. Like
you're on track.
I'm ready.
Come on.
And I
so
know
we have Uncle Ricky instead of Uncle Drosselmeyer. Come on.
Thank you.
Who doesn't have Uncle Ricky at home?
Like
I got my Uncle Ricky because I do have an Uncle Ricky.
See, I do too.
Right? So we have an Uncle Ricky instead of an Uncle Drosselmeyer. We've changed the names to Kiara and Junior instead of Clara and Fritz. That's the sister and brother.
I like it. I like it.
And instead of going through the snowflakes, we're going through a Saharan dust storm.
Oh, go on.
Come on.
And in that case, we need to get those tickets because I definitely want to see this one. I know at this 11th hour because we're looking at this weekend, the 15th and the 16th. Yeah. Tickets are only available at the box office?
At Queen's Hall at this time. So Queen's Hall is open. Go to Queen's Hall's box office. You can get them today as well as on show days. Yeah.
Tell us those times for each show though.
So each show starts at 6:30 p.m. We do ask that all patrons be on time because our doors will be closed at 6:30 p.m. and your next entrance will be during the intermission. So please, please, please be on time.
And in that case, actually, you know what? Get to the show. I was going to say, do we work with anything? Do we expect anything? Can we move with flags? But this is the Queen's Hall. You're going to enjoy an incredible show, and you still have a little window to get your tickets. But if you want to be part of Metamorphosis or the School of Caribbean Dancing, how can we connect with you, Bridgette?
So in order to be a member of Metamorphosis, you have to be a student of Caribbean School of Dancing, as it is the company of the school. To be a student at Caribbean School of Dancing, you can register online. From 3.5 years old, we take students. We have online registration as well as in-person registration at the school's office. January is coming up soon, so make sure and register for the new year. It's a wonderful gift to give a child or to give an adult who may need an extra boost of energy. We offer dance classes in ballet, modern, tap, hip-hop, And we also have a choreography program that I'm extremely proud of, with our young students producing their own choreographic works annually. This started during COVID, so it's something that we've kept going since then.
Fantastic.
And yeah, you know, we believe that dance is for everyone, so just come on down and you will find your steps with us.
Well, we work on our steps during the break, and I will get more of this reimagined version of a Christmas classic happening this weekend at the Queen's Hall that you could be a part of, thanks to the Caribbean School of Dancing, making sure that we celebrate the season in each new way. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
As I say, break a leg, and you guys stick around. Birthdays are coming up next.